Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna, also known as Retailer Beauty, here on YouTube and all my social medias. And if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It might be here, it might be over here, but wherever it's at, are you clicking it? But yes, I am back with another video. Basically, this is my how do I lay my lace frontal wigs for the gods. You know, I'm not really a hairstylist. If you guys know me, if you follow me on any social media, you guys know that I am a makeup artist. I really am not into hair. I'll do a little something here and there, but you guys will like probably hardly ever catch me doing a hair video. But I've been getting so many questions just because people know that I'm not a hairstylist, and I guess the way I wear my hair and the way I do it myself kind of looks, you know, pretty professional or whatever, because like this looks pretty natural. A lot of people love the way I do it and they're like, well, how do you do that? So I did record a video for you guys, so I'm just going to be like explaining and then putting like the little clips like up here while I explain that specific step. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first thing for sure that you want to do with your frontal or your actual like wig, this is a wig, it's a lace frontal wig. So this is the frontal right here, like you can even see this is where the track starts right here. So this is the frontal right here, and then the rest is sewn on to a wig. If you guys know how to, you know, braid and sew, you could just do like a frontal or whatever. But honestly, the first part to having something that looks like this natural is customizing your frontal to yourself. So I do have some clips if I can find them, because I customized this wig like about a month ago. So if I can find some clips, I'll show it here. But literally all I did was bleach the knots. If you don't know what that is, you can YouTube it. It's probably millions upon millions of tutorials on how to bleach the knots, but it's super easy. I did that. I plucked the hairline and I plucked the frontal as well. So that's what I did. I could even go ahead and pluck this some more, but for right now I'm kind of going to keep it like this, because as you know, continue wearing your wigs and continue wearing your frontals, they do shed. So I try not to over pluck it, and you know, some hairstylists will even tell you they won't over pluck it, because over time, as you wear your frontal and as you wear your wig, the hair would just like naturally shed and things like that. But yeah, so first step to having your hair looking super natural, your frontal or your frontal wig to look super natural, is customizing your frontal, which means bleaching the knots, tinting the lace. If you're darker, I'm, you know, pretty much a brownish shade, so like when I bleach my knots, it matches to my scalp, if that makes any sense. But if you're a little darker, you're going to want to bleach the knots and tint your lace with like I believe people just use like clothing dye, like what's the name of it? If I can find the name of it, I'll put it like here. They'll just use like a dark brown dye that they literally use on shirts, and they'll just dip their frontal in it so it can match their darker skin. So that's basically number one that you want to do to having like a flawless like laid unit or frontal. The second part to having like a laid ass frontal is the method I believe, and I see a lot of people doing. So if you're like on Instagram and you see like people doing frontals like step by step, they'll have the stocking cap and you'll see the stocking cap like glued on the person's head and cut around. So I have a clip of me doing that here, so you'll see that I just use like a nude stocking cap. I put GOT2B glued, that's what I use personally. Some people use both GOT2B glued and like lace adhesive. I'm not too, you know, advanced. Like I said, I'm not a hairstylist, so I don't have lace adhesive, and quite frankly, Got2B glue, like this is like you can see me pulling this, like this is like down. So honestly, like I don't really see myself, because I don't do hair, like I said, buying lace adhesive. Like they're like $25 to $30 for like a small bottle like this. So I don't really see myself, and I'm like a cheap bitch, so I don't really see myself buying, you know, a $25 bottle of like glue when Got2B glue like has my hair like literally stuck to my head. Like this thing is on, okay? I'll insert some clips, like I can flip my head all types of ways. I be yanking at it, everything. Like this is secure. So I personally use just Got2B glue. So you'll see the person, well, you're gonna see the clip, but you'll just put the Got2B glue around your hairline. They'll put the stocking cap over the head, and then kind of technically like make a hairline. So they'll cut the stocking cap around and basically like, what is this? Basically make a hairline. So that is the second part. In addition to that step, I go ahead and I take like a face powder that's maybe like probably the same shade as me or one shade lighter, and I'll put it right on the front of their stocking cap, just so some color can peek through the lace, because my lace is not the color of a nude stocking cap. Maybe if you're lighter skin, then you can just do the nude stocking cap and then put your lace over it. But because I'm a little more on the caramel darker side, I'm gonna add some powder just so it can look a little bit more, you know, realistic. So the next step I do is, of course, add my wig. When you're drying your Got2B glued or whatever adhesive you're using, you're gonna put your blow dryer on the cool setting. We're not using low heat and we're not using high heat because it's just not gonna work that way. So for example, in step 2, when you put your Got2B glue, you can leave that wet when you just put it on for the first time. Then when you put your stocking cap over, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna dry that down a little bit. You'll see in the clips, and then when you cut that, make your hairline for step 3. When you're about to lay your actual wig, I add some more Got2B glued or whatever adhesive that you may be using, and I put my blow dryer on the cool setting. So I do that, and you don't want to adhere your wig to your head until your adhesive or your Got2B glued. You don't want to adhere your wig to your head until your adhesive or your Got2B glued gel is tacky. So it's not like wet, like when you first put it down, it's going to be tacky to the touch. So you're going to blast it on the cool setting, and you're going to check periodically just to see if it's tacky. When it's tacky, that is what's going to give your wig that hold. If you put your wig on while it's still like wet and goopy, your wig is just going to slide right the fuck off, sis. Like, ain't no doubt about it. It's going to slide right off, and it's going to kill the purpose of you trying to like be laid and have your wig stuck to your head. So just make sure your Got2B glue or whatever adhesive that you may be using is tacky. That is like probably one of the most important steps of this whole process. Like honestly, it is the most important step of this whole process. Honestly, truly. Okay, so once that's on, you're gonna go ahead and pull your wig to the front. You know, I take a rat tail comb. Mine is actually broke right now, but you know what that is. It basically has the, for example, let's act like this is the comb. It has like, you know, the skinny metal part right here, and Got2B glued or whatever adhesive is super, super sticky. So you'll see in the clips that I show up here, I show that I use the comb to apply the Got2B glue to my head, and then I use the metal part of the comb, more the tail end of the rat tail comb, and I try, like, I push it down when I add the wig to my head. I push it down to reinforce it and make sure it's laying down super flat. So that's what I do, and then I take the blow dryer and I just go over it to just like hold it in place. After that, you could go and, you know, do your baby hairs or whatever, but if I, you know, when I filmed putting my wig on, it was pretty late and I had to get up for work, so I kind of, you know, skipped a step. But if you had time, you could just like put a scarf on to lay it down, you know, just to give it that extra security. That really does help. If you have the time, you can do that. If not, if you follow the directions step by step and you allowed your adhesive or your GOT2B glue to become tacky and then added your wig on, you should be super a-okay. Nothing should be moving, nothing should be sliding. So you could add your scarf, you know, just for that extra reinforcement. But if you did everything the right way, you don't have to add a scarf at all. So what I did was I went in, you know, I just played around with my baby hairs. They're like out of whack right now because it's been a long day and I just have been going like this all day and disrupting the hair, and I've been pushing it behind my ear like this all day. So my baby hairs are kind of out of whack. What in the world? Yeah, my baby hairs are kind of out of whack, but you'll go ahead and style your baby hairs however you want. You could, once again, let's fake like this is a rat tail comb. You would comb out whatever hairs are like in the front and then trim them to your liking. If you're not into baby hairs, you don't have to slick it, lay it down to the side. You don't have to do any of that. You can just have like a natural looking hairline. Either way, I feel like baby hairs or not, it can look really natural depending on how you do it. But I know for myself, like when I wear my natural hair out, my baby hairs are always laid. Like when I have my natural hair out, people will ask me if I have a frontal, and I won't be wearing a frontal. So whatever I do with my natural hair, I do with my weave. That's why I be fooling folks. So I do my baby hairs with my weave because when I wear my natural hair, my baby hairs are shapopping. Like, look, they're shapopping. So do whatever you want with your baby hairs, your hairline, whatever you want. Just do whatever, however to your liking, however, whatever pleases you. Do what you would like. And basically, yeah, that's just about it. I just wanted to like explain in depth instead of like showing, you know, what I recorded and then like doing a voiceover. I don't think everything would have came to me when I did the voiceover. Then I would have been like, dang, I missed something. But yeah, I just wanted to come back and tell you guys how I did it step by step because I had a few tips and tricks that I wanted to add in. And yeah, that's about it. As far as the lace adhesive, I know Bold Hold, is it Bold Hold? They're like super popular on Instagram now. All the like the poppin' like wig people, they use this. I believe it's Bold Hold. Yes, their Instagram name is Bold Hold Lace Wig Tape. And they have tape as well. You're not going to be able to see them. They do tape, but I never experimented with tape. I think the glue is easier for me. So if you're looking for like, you know, a lace adhesive, you can follow them. I'll put their name somewhere here on the screen. And then you can also pick up some, you know, techniques and tricks from other people that do wigs. Honestly, around the world, to be honest. This is like where I go and I get inspo and I, you know, learn new tricks and tips. And yeah, I basically learn through Instagram. Instagram is my best friend when it comes to hair and makeup. Instagram is always like, you know, just giving you life, pretty much. Just giving you life. So I hope this video helped some of you guys. My next video, hopefully I can with my next hair video, hopefully I can show you guys how to make a lace frontal wig, because a lot of people have been asking me, because yes, I do know how to make wigs, but I'm just really lazy when it comes to making wigs, because I hate sewing. Like, if I knew how to sew it on the sewing machine, I would, but I would have to learn how to use a sewing machine, so it's a no. But hopefully I will get some bundles, you know, within the next few weeks or so, and hopefully I have the setup to show you guys how to make a lace frontal wig. Maybe it can help save some of you guys some coins and give you guys some tips. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do not hesitate to leave them down below. Please do not hesitate to also tell me what videos you want to see from me. And until next time, I love you guys and thank you for watching. Hey guys, my name, what the heck?